Connected? Okay. Internet, you need to. Is it? Yeah.
I'll just start on this then if one connects.
Sure. We can start on this, I guess, and
Right.
while the other one logs in, we could probably switch.
So, sir, I am Ritesh. I look after the international division of, and I have been told that Aryan probably is looking for admissions in the liberal arts universities in India, which are Ashoka, Plaksha, those kind of, right, Aryan?
Yeah.
Okay. And Aryan, if you can just give me a little idea about the kind of subjects that you have and the kind of academic scores right from class 10th onward.
Okay, so I've got commerce with maths currently in 12th. I don't have economics. I've dropped that and I've taken computer science, which is the course that I actually want. So in 10th grade, I got 96.4% for boards. And 11th, it was something like, I think 83-ish, 82-ish.
Fine. So you're looking to pursue computer science as a major course, right?
Yeah, BSc in computer science.
Okay. Yes, we can do that as you have maths and computer science both. Okay. So,
Could you come again?
You were
Yeah,
saying
so
yes, you can do it with.
Okay.
both maths and computers as a course as you have them, so we can apply most of these universities. So, if you look at Ashoka, they have combination programs for computer science, which can be computer science with entrepreneurship, that kind of a program. If you look
Yeah, I
at
read about those.
So if you have
Yeah.
seen the Flame University program also, you have a dedicated computer science major program, plus you have programs in data sciences also. You might
Okay.
apply for that. And as far as Plaksha is concerned, Plaksha would give you a a BTech data science in economics and business. So that's a data science program in economics and business, and it's a 4-year BTech program.
Okay.
Kriya, I'm not sure whether or not they will have a computer science program. I'll really have to check. Okay. Beyond this, you can also look at
Christ.
Christ. That is not a liberal arts university. I'm rather thinking of liberal arts universities. So then you might look
No,
at
I'm looking beyond liberal arts universities as well. It's just I'm not restricted to those.
Yeah, right.
Like,
But my prerogative is limited towards liberal arts universities in India, because I have a separate department which looks at the rest of the traditional set of universities, including your Christ, Symbiosis, Harper, and the rest of it. Okay. I mean, whatever you have, like Bharati Vidyapeeth, etc. So in India, I think you can apply to Ashoka, Flame, you can apply to Ahmedabad University. All three are possible. So we can go ahead. They have started with their cycles. Ahmedabad is yet to start, but Ashoka, Aksha both have started.
Ashoka's first round is almost over.
Yeah, first one is on getting over on 23rd. Then there is a second deadline.
11th Jan.
Yeah, so we should look at that deadline majorly.
Yeah.
Because the acceptance rate till there is still in double figures. But once we cross the second cycle, the acceptance rate will drop to single figures. Ashoka,
Okay.
Plaksha, Kriya, Ashoka, Plaksha, Ahmedabad University, and Flame. These four you can apply. Only
Kriya doesn't have it.
Kriya, I'm not sure that it has a computer science or not. Just give me a moment. Okay,
Okay.
here we are.
They do have computer science, so
What message?
ये joining वाला
क्या?
इसमें मेरे को आवाज करती हुई आ रही है
Okay. Yeah, you can apply for a computer science program in Kriya also.
So all of them have it basically.
All of them have it now. All of them have it. So Kriya also, the application process has started. Okay. And Flame, it has started. Ashoka has started. So have you decided that, whom would you ask for your letter of recommendation?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about that. I talked to a few of my friends who are currently in Ashoka. They're doing first year, and one of them has taken computer science with Ontro.
Okay.
So he said ki it would be good if you could get it from your computer science teacher only, because then it goes in line with what you want.
Right.
So I
that
can
is
get
one.
that.
That is
Yeah.
one. At Ashoka, you might need two. So I would advise that if you're taking one from the computer science, the other from should be from your school coordinator.
Okay, so like my school counselor or something.
School counselor, yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Okay, fine.
So that is there, and rest we'll have to start with the essays as soon as possible.
Yeah, I
Because
read through the topics of the essays. There were two. The first
Right.
one is what
the
kind of
late night
midnight
convers the
Yeah.
late night conversation, and although the late
Yeah,
night
these are the
conversation, the question I mean, on the upfront, it might look like they're asking about what kind of conversation, but if you read between the lines, what they want to know is very different. What they want to know is majorly what kind of thought processes you believe in, what is your belief set, what is your thinking process like. That is what they are more willing to understand. Okay? So do not concentrate on the fact that you're talking to your friend late into the night. That is just a sentence. Just let it go. What you think about is that what conversations would really matter to you. What are the subjects that
like
affect
something
you?
about my personal interest that I can write well
Personal
about.
interest, or probably something which is towards society, something which is towards economics, something which is towards scientific
Addressing some
development,
issue, something like that.
addressing some issue. Absolutely. Okay. So that is something that you need to describe. Your
I met
thought
up with
process.
one of the Ashoka representatives yesterday, the Starbucks wala thing yesterday.
Yeah.
So we asked him about that. He's like, it's just not like he told us not to keep it too focused on our academics because they said that Ashoka looks at a broader
True.
aspect of the student, and they're like, we want personal insights into your life.
Absolutely. They want
So,
every individual to be able to add some value to the peer group. And that is what they want to understand, that what is the quality that you bring in, where you will be able to add value to your peer. They want to understand you as a person, and they want each of their crowd member or their student to be different from the rest of the crowd. So unique individuals will be picked up. So you'll rather have to focus, and self-reflection is very important here. You'll have to self-reflect, think about the past incidences, experiences, struggles, achievements, learnings, all through that. What have you become? And how has the process shaped you up? That is how it goes. And then there are two more questions regarding your book reading capabilities. Okay, so if you've seen them, so those also would have to be written. So I would propose that we spend at least 10 odd days in doing self-reflection and writing those essays. There will be a lot of to and fro movement, because probably you will write the essay upfront, you will send it to us, then the editor will say that, probably this paragraph needs to be removed, you need to add this kind of thought process here, this thought process needs to be removed. So whatsoever. So it will be a lot of to and fro movement. Ultimately, the editor will do an editing work and send it back to you for your approval, and then we will upload
who
on
do I have to particularly send it to at Pratham?
we will make a group for you. It's a
Okay.
separate service altogether. It's a separate part of the company. So we work very differently. So we will create a WhatsApp group where you'll have the editor and your application expert, me, and one more team member. So all of us being there, you will just put it up on the group. The editor will pick it up from there and will pick it up. Okay? So this is one part of the application process. The filling of the form is on us. We will fill up the form. You don't have to worry about it. You'll just give us the inputs wherever required. And then if you get shortlisted for the next round, then you'll have an interview, a test, and an on-the-spot essay.
Yeah, I know about that.
Right? So we need to prepare for that front also. So very
I have a
recent,
question.
yes, sir.
I have a question, Riteshji. So when we had signed for Pratham, we were contemplating, so we missed and skipped that part. We were contemplating BBA and BCA both, right? While we are keeping the larger conversation on to BCA, because Aryan's inclination is more
Computer
towards
science.
BCA, and I would like to go abide by what his choices are, right? But I also since you meet up with so many students and there are umpteen number of career opportunities and things are opening up in the corporate world as well. How do you see BBA versus BCA in the current scenario in the years to come?
Look,
And especially, I'd like to add one more thing. So Aryan, having a commerce background going into a computer science, and then there are these science guys who are through and through with science background and having computer science as a subject and getting into that. So does it mean that he loses the edge somewhere or in the later part of the career, or how does that work? Where does it land him after this course of
so
academics?
let me answer the question in parts. First of all, if you're from a non-science background and you are ending up getting into computer science, that does not restrict you at any point. Look, the science guys who are coming into computer science will look at very different kind of fields, and you probably would be looking at more towards data sciences, fintech, those kind of areas. Or if you wish to get into coding, you might as well get there. But your coding will be majorly towards, say, commercial institutions. Okay, because wherever there will be heavy load of logical understanding or mathematical analysis, that will move towards the science guys a little. It also
Sure.
depends on what kind of studies you do after your graduation. Okay? That will also shape up your career. As of now, there is no harm in doing it. And if I compare a general BBA program with a computer science program, I always see a lot of emerging career options coming out of the IT segment than doing a general business program. General business programs or the facets coming out of it will not die down. But if you look at career opportunity wise, the growth areas will be more towards the IT sector. I mean, just for that matter, just check fintech. I mean, today every one of us is relying on Paytm or say GPay or whatsoever, right? So this is the changing phase where the entire world would now look at changing banking instruments to financial instruments. In fact, where the accessibility will be more. Okay, so for example, microfinance. I mean, I can sit back in a village in Punjab and I can get my agricultural loan done. Even if I'm not going to a bank, it can be done through an app itself, right? So those kind of things is now what we are looking forward to. So no dearth of opportunities at all.
Okay, so today an app can be made at 50,000 rupees and can go up to some like 30 lakhs. So I work for a TV channel. I have my own app. I have an e-commerce division. I have television channels. Luckily, you mentioned Punjab, so I work for the leading Punjabi channel, which is PTC. So I rub shoulders with right from banks to FMCGs to you name it. So giving them innovations and stuff like that. If there are 100 jobs in the market, uh, probably the marketing or the sales or whatever, or marketing sales related careers would account for maybe 85, 90, and probably only 10 out of those 100 will be
Hmm.
IT led, right? So, though IT is very spiked up growth, so your data sciences, big data mining, and other things can lead you on to
Analytics for
US
that
and
matter.
analytics for that matter. Research and analytics is something like which is very big. So I'm game. So you rightly said that it also depends on what is your next step post graduation, right? So does it make sense to do a BSc or a BTech or a BCA and then moving on to a master's in business management?
Rather
Is
than
that
rather than business management, I would have
IT?
focused more on finance, IT, those kind of areas, because that adds up to a better career for that matter. You can even study business and get into analytics kind of a job because you're coming from a tech background. So you will always be looked at as somebody who is coming from a tech background, right? So even managers would be needed at tech companies, small or large, whatsoever they are, or medium sized. But more preference would be given to people who have acute technical knowledge for creating something, right? So
A combination
finance
is the best.
uh,
Combination is the best, right?
is the best, right?
Yeah.
So it is not, I mean, IT is no longer restricted to PCM students today. IT is open for everyone. I mean, if you look at a course which is at Triple IT Delhi, they have opened up a course which is BTech Computer Science and Sociology. And 50% of the seats are open to all kinds of students at merit-based admission. Remaining 50% is to joint entrance admission.
This is
So
IT,
Triple IT.
triple IT. Okay. And
So
are there these symbioses or those non-liberal? Aryan had asked this question. So are there some, like, I'm not saying Ashoka is good, bad, or whatever,
right, right.
but symbioses and all have been established for years. Nursing Monjis and similar institutes have been there for years. The placements are more established, I would say, because the alumni got stronger over the years and all
True.
that. Right. So are these colleges also offering something like BSc or BCA and all?
Yes. So Christ offers a BCA.
Okay.
Bharatiya Vidyapeeth offers a BCA. Symbiosis offers a BCA. Symbiosis also offers a BBA IT.
BBA IIT.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how things are. In fact, in Delhi, you will have something called Indraprastha University also, which also offers a BCA program and a BBA IT program. That's how.
Okay. So you said Christ, Symbiosis, and Nursing Monji also, right?
Not Narsi, not Narsi.
Okay.
Narsi
There were three
is
colleges: Christ,
Biases,
Symbiosis,
Christ,
and Bharatiya Vidyapeeth.
Bharatiya
Bharatiya
Vidyapeeth.
Vidyapeeth. How's Bharatiya Vidyapeeth in terms of reputation today?
Okay-ish, I would say.
Okay. So in a order of sequence, you suggesting
I would
Ashoka should be
prefer,
number?
no, I would still prefer Christ University has to be the number one choice.
Okay.
Followed by Symbiosis.
Okay.
Then comes Ashoka,
Okay.
Priya, Plaksha,
Number 4, Laksha.
Plaksha,
Plaksha. Yeah. Yeah.
Plaksha, Flame,
Mhm.
and then probably followed by Bharatiya Vidyapeeth and IB University.
Okay. Right. Christ, you talking about the Bangalore campus. Christ has got
Bangalore.
also got 2 campuses, right?
Only Bangalore campus, the 3 campuses in Bangalore.
Perfect. And does IM also have a combination, which is
No,
like
sir,
the
not with IT.
BCA, MBA?
Not with IT.
Okay. Okay. That is BBA and MBA, right? That is those
Yeah, it's an
3 or 4
integrated
centers.
program. You cannot call it BBA, MBA. Actually, it's a wrong terminology. It's an integrated management program where the first 3 years you study the foundations of management and business, and the last 2 years is similar to a PGDM program.
Got it. And placements, of course, with IMs,
I
they
mean,
stand out.
awesome. It's awesome. I mean, probably Asia में कोई और course नहीं होगा management में which compares to an IM course.
And IMs में integrated plans में, which is the top, this thing? Jammu
Indore.
or Indore? Indore. Second would be Jammu.
Rohtak.
Second is Rohtak.
And then the
And
rest
third
follows.
is?
Then the rest follows.
Achha, they're all equal, sir. Okay. Okay, I got my answer. So are we talking about a different module which is going to prepare them for this application
Yeah,
process?
so
And
this is more of a executionary module where we will have to execute the essays, fill up the forms, prepare him for the interviews, and see to it that he gets through the universities that he's applying through us. Okay. As we are applying only to Indian universities, so I'm not bringing the conversation of abroad universities now. Let us not make it complex. So we will just keep it simple, applying to 4 or 5 liberal arts universities of your choice in India. Rest of the traditional universities like Christ, Symbiosis, etc., you're already preparing for that through Pratham, if I'm not wrong, right? So
Yeah,
they will take care of it. So they will take care of it. Notification, the form filling, the entrance, interview, etc. They will do their own, they have their own support system for that. They will do it. So I am a separate division at Pratham, which is known as Career Ladder, and we look at the international part and these 4 or 5 liberal arts universities because their admission process is almost like the abroad universities. So we have an expertise over it. So that's why these universities are being looked after.
so you're talking about Ashoka, Flames, Ahmedabad, and Plaksha.
Ahmedabad, Plaksha, and Kriya also.
And
Kriya, Krea.
Kriya. Acha, haan.
So we can
Okay.
actually
So these
remove
are
the Ahmedabad University thing, and we can add Kriya there. Okay. So that way you'll have 4 universities to apply.
okay. But you yourself are saying that it's the number 3. So Ashoka is number 3. So there is Christ and Symbiosis will be taken care by the core team.
Core team. Okay.
But can't you help out with see if we're gonna subscribe to your service, which is Career Ladder, don't you think it is better that we go through your expert advice and help us out with at least Christ and Symbiosis on a
Sir,
one-to-one
actually,
basis?
the problem is that Christ and Symbiosis are entrance-dependent universities.
Understood. Understood.
I
I'm
have
just talking about the form. I'm just talking about
form.
the
If you
so
look at the
form
form,
fill.
if you look at the form, it is a standard Indian traditional university form where my help or expertise is not required because all that they are asking for is you to upload certain documents, write your name, father's name, address, and that's it. So there you don't require us. Where you require us is places where they are asking for essays. Places,
Essays, profile building, and all.
where they are asking for statement of purpose, where they are asking for letter of recommendations. That is where you need a lot of editing, and that is where you require us.
So do I need an SOP?
Yes, you will need an SOP, my friend.
Okay, fine. Cool. And is it better to give IELTS or something for Ashoka, or does it
No,
matter?
IELTS is not needed. Had you appeared for a SAT, it would have been great. But if you've not, that's not a mandate.
Okay, so I need those two LORs that you were talking about, an
2
SOP
LORs, SOP, and a predicted scorecard.
predicted, which I can take either from my half yearlies or my pre-boards.
Yeah, the sooner you take it, the better. Because if you're looking at the second cycle, we need all the documents in place. Plus, Aryan, you also need to make a resume. Before you start writing your SOP, resume is a must thing so that all your achievements, all your experiences are on one sheet. And when you're writing your SOP, you know that what all experiences you would
Point
like to
two.
mention in that SOP, what all experiences you would like to share. Okay.
And
So
these are after 9th grade, or is that
ninth grade,
just
after 9th grade, you're absolutely correct. 9th to 12th. Huh? And also look at those activities only which are state level, district level, city level, national or international level only. Or if you have some unique experiences, probably let's say you worked with a social entrepreneurship organization, or probably you did an internship, or probably you wrote a research paper or something like that. That can also be mentioned.
and MUNs and stuff like that?
Yeah, that can be mentioned if you have been consistent.
I've done like 5.
So that's okay. So we can mention that.
And
Okay,
I
what is the module cost? This one?
47,200 for the entire process.
47,000, right?
47,200 rupees, inclusive of
Okay.
GST.
Perfect. Okay. Aryan, you have some other questions?
yeah, so like these documents I need for all the liberal arts universities.
All the liberal arts universities.
Okay, and what's like a benchmark predicted that they look for?
Yeah. What do you expect from school? What is your expectation from school as far as predicted is concerned?
I think I might get something around 90.
Okay, Ashoka, I would rather say that if you can get something more than 93, 94, okay, that will be safe. Although I'm saying I might be, you might be hearing me as a very greedy kind of a person in terms of marks, but I'm just trying to ensure that things happen. Okay? So that is how it is. But if they give us a 90 also, it's fine. Okay? We'll have to write our essays very competitively. That is number two. when we start working together, we will be working through a WhatsApp group where you will be given instructions as to what is the step to be followed, what are the steps to be followed, and you have to follow it deadline wise. We are not going to push you that, आपको 25 को देना था, आप 26 तारीख तक नहीं दे रहे हो. Your prerogative. I mean, you will have to take it in your footstep as to when you are sending it. If there is a deadline given, you have to send it on that. So the more that you prompt, the more responsive we are. The more laid back you are, we are even more laid back than what you are. Okay, so that is how it goes. Thirdly, last year I saw a lot of my students make it through when they applied in the first 2 cycles of these universities. So my keen interest is to apply in the first 2 cycles. All those people who are coming now, I'm asking each one of them to apply at least in the second cycle. Don't delay it further. Okay? That is how it is, right? Rest, I think I'll send you an email. My colleague Anjali will send you an email that will have of our services in a written manner and the bank details, financial transactions, etc. So you can have a look at that. And then if you make up your mind, you can come back and we can take it.
Sure, perfectly fine.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for your
Right.
time, Aryan. Thank you so much, Anubhav, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Right. Thanks. Bye.